I'm here with my cat, and we're wondering, what happens when you go 4 times 4? And what happens if you do 4 times 4 times 4 and then divide by 4? I mean, what does all this mean? Well, there's little shortcuts that we can take. And there's one of the things we can do. It's a shortcut. We put a little 2 up there to say it's 4 times 4. And then we can put a 3 up there. Now, what you'll notice is that we can cancel those 2. Bing! And so what they like to do is they like to say this is the same as having 1, right? That's 1 there. So those 2 actually become, since we can cancel that, there's 2 of them. So now we have a system that if there's numbers above and numbers below, we can subtract them. It's 4. 3 minus 1 equals 2. That little 2 there. Okay? Now, this becomes really interesting. We have the negative. See a little negative there? That's what I showed you here where it said 3 minus 1. Whenever it travels down, it's negative. So, I hate New York. It's so cold, but I love Miami. So if we can get this little 2 to travel, go from the north to the south, he becomes happy. Isn't that great? So that's the thing to remember about negatives in the exponent there. So now we have a little system with, if you have 4 squared and 4 cubed, the second power and the third power, we're going to add those 2. See those? Add those 2 together. Make 4 to the 5th. So 4 to the 5th power. And the problem we're going to look at is based on this idea that if you have a half plus a half, it equals 1. So we know that this is like 2 times 2 equals 4, right? Well, this is what's interesting. That is the same symbol for square root. Most of us know square roots. Square root of 4, square root of 4, you multiply those 2. It's like 4 times 4 is 16, right? With the square root there. And that's the same as 4. Isn't it funny that we got all these things that look the same? This is equal to this is equal to this. And 4 is equal to square root of 4, square root of 4. Those are the things that we're asking you to be able to do. Keep in your mind these pieces. So this kind of thing is just being able to say all of these things are the same. And that's where the skill comes. You know that the square root of 9 equals 9 to the half power. So 9 to the half power is the same as 3. And 3 is the same as 3 to the first power. And you can have a half plus a half. If they're adding here, they have to multiply. So that's why this is the correct answer. This doesn't work out because it's 2 times 1. No. We need this over here. So we're getting close to there. This is the next step because 3 times 3 is 9, just like that. So I hope you've enjoyed this little trip. These are F.s.a. test prep, and I encourage you to take some photos. My cat, he sneezed.